This program provides education, not advice. See the truthayf.com disclosure page for details.
This is where technology, innovation, and personal finance come together.
This is the truth about your future with Rick Edelman. Brought to you by Global X ETFs, dedicated to providing investors with unexplored intelligent solutions, and by Invesco QQQ. Anyone can become an agent of innovation with Invesco QQQ. Invesco Distributors, Inc.
It's Tuesday, May 23rd. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce, one of the most influential business organizations in the country, has now blasted the SEC over how the agency is dealing with crypto. The Chamber of Commerce has announced its support to Coinbase, which is suing the SEC to get the agency to issue rules that are clarifying what crypto companies can and cannot do, instead of just issuing fines. The Chamber of Commerce has filed its own brief to the court, saying that the SEC's refusal to provide clarity to the crypto industry is, quote, causing substantial economic harm to both Coinbase and the broader business community, unquote. The Chamber is also criticizing the SEC for its enforcement action against Kraken, another huge exchange that trades digital assets. Kraken stopped doing a lot of its business, and the Chamber says this aggressive enforcement posture by the SEC is only harming investors and businesses because it's reducing the investment opportunities in the U.S. And finally, the Chamber of Commerce has complained that the SEC won't even state clearly whether Ethereum, the second largest digital asset after Bitcoin, is a security or not. It makes a big difference because assets that are securities have to operate under a different set of rules than assets that are not securities. Companies that sell stocks and mutual funds, for example, have far more rules to follow than companies that sell baseball cards, artwork, or rare coins. That's because stocks and mutual funds are securities. Rare coins and baseball cards are not. The SEC used to say that Ethereum is not a security, but the current SEC chair, Gary Gensler, now refuses to say whether Ethereum is a security or not. And that means that investment advisors and brokerage firms around the country don't know what set of rules they're supposed to follow. And they're afraid they might get hit by a fine for doing something wrong when they're not being told how to do it right. This is regulation by enforcement. It's a very frustrating and expensive way to operate a business. It's like driving on a highway without knowing what the speed limit is, and the only way you find out the speed limit is after the cop pulls you over for speeding. This is why a lot of businesses are deciding not to engage at all in crypto until the rules come out. But Gary Gensler says he has no intention of issuing any clarifying rules. The Chamber of Commerce said last week, quote, Ethereum has been around for almost a decade. It has a market capitalization exceeding $220 billion, and it is a fundamental building block in the industry. And yet, regulators cannot agree on what it is. I've cautioned you over the past several weeks over the inappropriate behavior by SEC Chair Gary Gensler and his refusal to provide clarifying regulations that would allow the crypto community to operate responsibly and professionally in the effort of protecting consumers while offering a valuable business service. Coinbase's lawsuit is before the court right now. We are hopeful for a verdict before too long, and it's going to be a very important decision that will tell us a lot about how soon we can expect regulatory clarity from the SEC. Meantime, Congress is very busy drafting legislation that would also provide clarity, and we're hopeful to see that within the next couple of months. There's a lot going on in crypto, and we're seeing an increasing number of voices expressing opposition to the behavior of SEC Chair Gary Gensler. More to come on this in coming weeks. Hey, what are you doing today? At 2 o'clock Eastern, join me for a free webinar on crypto and self-custody, the future of wealth and asset management. It's designed for financial advisors. You're welcome to attend as well. It's free. Register at dacfp.com. The link is in the show notes. See you there, or see you tomorrow.
The Truth About Your Future is sponsored by Global X ETFs. Amid inflation, rising rates, and a host of other economic challenges, volatility has been one of the few constants lately. But as listeners of this show know better than anyone, it's important to look past the short-term headlines and focus on the bigger picture. Despite the ups and downs of the news cycle, exponential technologies continue to advance, shaping a world of new possibilities in engineering, transportation, healthcare, and renewable energy. At Global X ETFs, we offer a diversified product lineup including risk management solutions to navigate the storm, along with thematic strategies targeting the growth opportunities of tomorrow. Whatever your goals, visit globalxetfs.com to explore how our research and insights may help you achieve your goals.
Support for Rick Edelman's podcast comes from Invesco QQQ. What do all the greatest innovations have in common? Agents, people who participate in progress by supporting cutting-edge ideas. Invesco QQQ is a fund that allows you access to innovators of the NASDAQ 100 all-in-one fund, so you don't have to be an inventor to help create what's next to come. Anyone can become an agent of innovation with Invesco QQQ. Learn more at Invesco.com/QQQ. There are risks when investing in ETFs, including possible loss of money. ETFs' risks are similar to those of stocks. Investments in the tech sector are subject to greater risk and more volatility than more diversified investments. The NASDAQ 100 Index comprises the 100 largest non-financial companies on the NASDAQ. You can't invest directly into an index. Before investing, carefully read and consider fund investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and more in prospectus at Invesco.com. Invesco Distributors, Inc.
Bringing clarity to a complex and changing world.
This is The Truth About Your Future with Rick Edelman.